at this gold price with production strong, we want to get that gold out the ground. We want to sell that gold with an increasing attention now to more management focus on getting those costs down. Yeah, the gold price is high, and so that means it's easy at this in this environment. But we must use this opportunity to invest in things that will give us long-term cost reductions.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me is Caledonia Mining Chief Executive Mark Learmonth. Mark, very good to speak with you. The first quarter of your 2025 year was a record first quarter for gold production at the Blanket Mine. What were the main drivers behind this strong start to the year?
It really comes down to management changes. As you may know, we brought in a new chief operating officer in May last year, and then followed through with a series of retirements. About 104 people were retired at Blanket Mine, and then following that, we effectively completely restructured the mine management. The mining operation is now split between the underground mining, so blasting, lashing, tramming, and hoisting, and that's now run completely separately from the above ground operations, which is really the metallurgical plant. And so what that translates to is, you can use these terms like improved short interval controls or visible felt management, but basically we've got a new, younger, more energetic management team underground there, visibly there, and making sure it works properly, and it's worked beautifully.
This week, you completed the $22.35 million sale of your solar plant in Zimbabwe. Can you tell us a bit more about the transaction?
Well, yeah, that's something we agreed that transaction, I think in September last year, and it's taken about 6 months to complete, mainly because of recurring sort of technical issues, lightning strikes and what have you. So we finally got the technical due diligence finished. That completed last week. So as you said, $22 million in the bank here in Jersey, which is welcome. We can use that money more effectively in our core business, which is gold mining, not owning and operating solar plants. But in terms of the effects on the business, it's got no effect at all. We continue to have a long-term life of mine exclusive power supply arrangement from the solar plant, and if it makes sense for us, we've got an option with the buyer to put in a second phase of solar. Although I've got to say, solar's great to a point. It's not a silver bullet. It doesn't solve all the problems.
Mark, your key operational priorities for the rest of 2025?
Produce lots of gold. At this gold price, with production strong, we want to get that gold out the ground. We want to sell that gold with an increasing attention now to more management focus on getting those costs down. Yeah, the gold price is high, and so that means it's easy in this environment. But we must use this opportunity to invest in things that will give us long-term cost reductions. Either that means we make more profit, or it makes the business more resilient if and when the gold price falls again.
I hope you'll keep us updated on any progress at your operations. Thank you very much for the update today.
Good, thank you.
Caledonia Mining Chief Executive Mark Learmonth.